It is still November 10, 2023. You heard that I got a call on my door, someone calling, and on my door. So I went to the door, and there was a man that wanted me to sign under a letter, and it was about to pay back to pay the bills. And it happens sometimes that I got these bills from the past, and when it changed things, like I get more retirement, for example, then they want the money from me. And I have told you about this, that I can't pay back what make me get all these bills when I was in United States. And it was 23 years ago, but still they hunting me to get back the money that my husband and my son, they lived together, and they didn't pay the rent, and they were staying in our apartment, in my apartment, for 1 year, and didn't pay the rent. And I was in United States, but they still want the money from me, even if I can show them that I was in United States in that time, in 3.5 years, and the bills ticking in, and they didn't pay anything, and they rent things in my name, and so I have lots of bills, but I don't pay the bills anymore. That was from the past, because the bills are there. They can't take any money from me, because I don't earn so much money. Of course I get donation of some people when I was on my way to Israel, but that I don't pay here in Sweden. I don't. It's what I get as a donation. They don't take that kind of money, and so that's good that I get some donation, because I have the lowest I can get here in Sweden in retirement, because everything that is over that retirement, they take it if they can, with these bills that I will never could pay, so I be out from it. And so I have given up to could pay it, and God knows why I have this money, because I did the work for God in the United States, and so it's kind of strange, this. You think that I maybe lie for you, what happened with this letter I got, that I have to sign under, that I got the letter. It was about these ancestors. It was about this family tree things. It was not about those programs that is about family trees. It's about something I was make them in the archive for my ancestors, that I wanted them to find out the truth, but they can't do that because those archive is on from books, church books, and I asked them if there was any Jewish in my church books, in my not church books. I asked if I had any Jewish in my family tree, and they say I didn't had any Jewish, and that's because they go on the books and not the DNA. So it have been a very much lies going on. They hide when they come to Sweden as Jewish. They hide them and marry into Swedish families. Most of the Jewish, they marry into the Jewish community and not marry someone from another religion. But I have studied in the school that if they wanted to hide their Jewish, they could do that if they wanted to make money instead of religion. Then they could change and come into the Lutheran Church instead. As I told you, that Jewish people that come to Sweden was not allowed to living out of a city, and there were special city they have to live in. It was 3 cities from the start that they could not move to other places, and they have to write them into Lutheran Church to be free here in Sweden. So some did it, and in my family tree they did it because they were doing money, and my ancestors on my mother's side, they were doing business. They make money, and there was one woman. She didn't had a father to her child, but she could manage her life because she make business. And sometimes when we come to that area, my mother showed me that house because the house is still there. It's a big white house. It's a 2 floors house and big. And my mother used to point it out that house. It was on a hill and was built by itself because the area around it, the property was so big. So she was very wealthy, but I don't know what she was selling. So they did that instead to hold into the religion. So from my mother's side, they were Jewish, but they were not into the religion. That is the difference. They wanted to make money and not go into synagogue. They were never in synagogue. even if it was built synagogues in those cities they were allowed to live in. And as my mother showed me, that White House, she showed me, that was far away from a city. It was out from city, so they were baptized into a Lutheran church. And so it's very strange that it was like those evil ancestors wanted me to not talk to you about them. But I can go back to that, and now it's touching again. So he is here, or she, that is a spirit that is going to talk. And it was about that these evil spirits can come into the body and make a mess, and I know that because I live in Virginia Beach in 2001. It was before the September 11, 2001, just before. I was in Virginia Beach, and that woman, she was going evil many times. It was very seldom I talked to this kindly person that the evil spirit have taken over. I have talked about this, but maybe it's no one that have heard that chapter I talk about this with this woman that was very evil. And she told me that her father had been the manager, higher priest style, into the demonic organization in Virginia Beach, and she was on her way to kill me, and she did very much evil things to me. And then when she left the United States to go and marry someone in Germany, and the area where she was going to, it's called in German languages. You know, I have told you that I know Germany languages, and that was, it's in English it was the Devil's Hill. It's and she was going there to meet these devil hills, and there was, I have checked it out on the map, and there is no settlement, is no people living there. It's a big hill, and it's more like it's a tower there for maybe today it's internet things. It's like a spy center, and but it's no one that is allowed to live there. So she told me where she lived when she was there in Germany. She called me and asked me to help her to come back to United States, but I didn't want her into the United States, so I never helped her. And she say a street name where she lived, and it was down at that hill. So she was not really in that area, immediately area. She wasn't. But the area was called the Devil's Hill. And so when I think about her, I know that sometimes she say, "Oh, I'm so sleepy. I need to go to bed and take a nap." And then when she come back again, she have not. I was thinking she have not taken a nap because she come back from her room almost immediately. But then I find out that when she go down in the bed and lay there and on her way to going to sleep, then she changed to another spirit, and most of the time was it an evil spirit. She have many evil spirits. We live in a big house, and there were some men living there in that house. And I was talking to one man after I have left the house, and he said she had many evil spirit in her, and he said about 20 evil spirits. And I come to know that, and it's important for you to understand this. I want to help you. And it's she have different names. So it was different names on different spirits, evil spirits. So her name was the spirit here. It tell me to not say her real name, but he's saying that I can say this fake devil's name. And I come to know from this woman also that the devil have favorite names on his children. So I am very careful with special names. And one of the name she had that was the most evil, I think. But many of them was evil, so it's very hard to know what is more evil than evil. But her name was Didi when she was very evil. And she had this different name that comes with Didi, that they call themselves that Didi, but it's other names they have for real. So you have to be careful with those people that want you to call them. The name should be Didi, and they say that to you, and you should be careful with that. And then they can hide with the real name also. And Desiree, Dolores, I don't know. They can have their own name, but the special, most evil name is Didi. And I have got some people on Facebook, and and I never take those people as my friend. I have avoided because I knew the name, and the devil have also special places where his children is living and working there. And I have this a boyfriend in the United States that was very much evil and tried to kill me. And he was from San Diego. It's very much drugs there. He did drugs and was drinking alcoholic. And it's I have my ancestors in some places. It's Baltimore, is it? It's I maybe can write it up on in this description of the chapter if I find it out, but it is on the west coast of United States, and but I live on the east coast, so there was also, of course, they are spread, but the most it's like it's a central place, San Diego and this Baltimore, and I see that I have ancestors from those places, because I have many ancestors that have been bad. They have killed also, really kill, and they have killed in the spirit also. So they are around here also, and they did make me stop the recording. But I only, when this man left, I have signed under the papers, and then I started recording again and talking about what I know about evil things, evil spirits that targeting us. They are here around, and they need to find someone that open the door for them. They can't enter in. They have not the power to enter in. They need to. This is a spirit talking again. You know, he started for sometimes, and he's saying this, that they don't open up the doors on their own. It's you that open doors for them by doing bad things. And I see it's have coming more and more. I have liked to play games, real games, not in life, but those killing games before I met God. I don't do that anymore. But it have coming more and more, and they be so it's hard to see that they are fake. Those games, it looked like real people that killing real people, and very much blood and very evil games. And there is a portal for them to come in. If you are those people that don't understand that you open a door when you play those games, there is good games that is not evil that you can play, and but nowadays it's going more and more evil. And then we have these virtual glasses that is very much about he that is founder of Facebook. I, I have heard with his name, but you know who it is. And he looked more and more like a robot. He looked like an alien. But it's only me saying that, so I don't say that is truth. But he looked for me like an alien that have taken over and want to kill. And he love this virtual fantasy things to see. And I learned already in the 1990s, when I was in the school for commercial, to learn how to do commercial. And they told us that how they do it, what they can trick the brain with. And it was, they talking about ice hockey game, and they test by, it was this big screen, it was in the 90s, and there were commercial on that displayed when it was not the game between the game before and after and inside the game. It was commercial on that, and they just before they should end the part of the game, they send only 1 second a commercial of a Coke battle, only less than a second, like that, nothing. So the eyes couldn't see it, but the brain took it. The brain was faster than the eyes to recognize it. And then they check out how many did go and bought themselves a Coke. And before they do this commercial and after they check it out. And it was many people that have got it in the brain. And that's how they do with these virtual eyeglasses, that it's like people are inside a landscape or something, and there they place this. It's not the Coke anymore, but it is something they want you to do, something that change your way to thinking, and they do that, and you don't recognize that with your eyes, but the brain take it. And so that is one very bad weapon they have, this negative, the devil. And Facebook have very much about it. And what I was on my way to recording, the main recording for today, I have not told you yet, but now I have coming to Facebook. I have paid to be on Facebook. Yesterday, suddenly when I should go and check out a profile, someone that want to be a friend of mine, I go to that profile, and suddenly I couldn't enter into Facebook anymore. So maybe Facebook have done this fake person to want to be my friend, and they do that. And as soon as you react on that, and I react on it, I wanted to see who he was that sent me a friend request, and then I close out, and then I had a message on my screen that I have to pay for to not get any ads on Facebook, and that was very strange for me because I have not had any real ads in the screen. I have taken them away, ads, so I had a clean Facebook. I had ads on the side of the Facebook, but I never click on those ads, and because it can be fake, that can take you to places where you should not go. And so I had to pay, and as soon as I paid to Facebook, it opened up again. So I try in many ways to open up Facebook again, but I couldn't. It was there, locked, and as soon as I pay the money, it opened up for me, and was like it before. And it is every month they take money from me in that way, and so I am going to clean up my Facebook. It's maybe a picture that I have placed on Facebook that I don't have in my photo albums. So I need to take them away, those pictures, and not maybe write something what have taken place in some years like that. But you have heard me that I remember, and I think that was from the start. I was built with that from God to remember everything. Sometimes I have thinking, why should I remember those bad things? It's like bad things I have done before I knew God. I did many bad things, and I remember them. Why must I remember them? But I know when I am back in heaven, those memories will be gone. I will not remember those bad things I have done. I maybe remember good things, but I don't have any good things to remember from earth. God knows who you are that have sent me money to help me, and that I don't need to remember that, but they remember that in afterlife. They, some of you are my ancestors, and some of you are related to me, and we have the same ancestors in afterlife, so they know who you are, and they will take care of you in that way, what you have done. And so I'm going to close my Facebook as soon as I have cleaning up, and it can take some months because I started Facebook 2007, and now I remember that I started the part 1 to tell you that I was on Facebook because I needed to have contact with my children because they were there, and we were talking. But then when my son started to get his children, then it was stop. I couldn't talk to him anymore on Facebook. And it was not good to have him on Facebook because he say bad things. When I post something, he say bad things. He never say good things on what I have post. So that was not good. And so he's gone for many years now. I don't have any contact with him. He maybe is around, listen at me just now, because he is not stupid. He's very smart. He had no good in the school. He was, everything was like a stripe, 0 in judgment of what he did in the school. But it was his evil. He's smart, and he learned to read very fast in a young age. And some people that have met him in real say he's too smart. He's so smart. But in the school he was full of doing bad things. So he had no time to listen at the teacher and doing what the teacher wanted him to do. So he never got anything in the school, and he have not wanted to study anything after the school, and he have not could do that. He was in the school for making glass, like artwork in glass, but he was only fooling around. He never got anything from that school. But my daughter have doing schools. She have been high up in a university, not in a university, like college, and study. And so she is target for evil things and not understand that. And but she talking to me anyway, and just now she think I have lots of money because I have been to Israel and 1 month, and she was talking to me at the hotel in Jerusalem. We chat with each other, so she saw that I was in Jerusalem, and so she think that I have lots of money, but you know that I got the money from God. If there was someone God was talking to send me the money for to could be in Jerusalem, that is the same thing that God told. Oh, I don't like that almost say Jesus as God. It was because I was talking about my daughter. It's God is God, not Jesus. That God have told someone to send me those money in some way that I don't know. I don't know. It's the big money. It come and it says Nazareth, and I think it because it can be someone that is evil, but they have this consequence. They have this feeling that they are bad, so they think they can send me money for them to clean up. And I know that is some churches, some bishop pastors, those in the churches, have told me that they got money from people do drugs, gangsters, sending them money in that they are not so very deep in the dark. So they think that they can do bad things and then send the money to the church and then be free from to go to hell. But that is not true. They lie for themselves in that way because everything they have done and said is reported into afterlife, and they can't do in that way to clean them up on their own. But of course, sending money to real church, not gangster leaders that is pastor in the church, but if they send to real, they got a star in their book of when it's Judgment Day, they will have a little defend of that they were helping me to go to Jerusalem to end with Jewish tradition. That it doesn't matter that some of my in my family tree was Jewish, that I don't carry the Jewish tradition with me. I'm out from all religions. I am not in religion. God is not a religion. So it doesn't matter what religion you or tradition you are in, because it's everyone can be okay with God. And it's only people that have split up people in to believe in their books, their book, their prophet, to believe that and split up, so the world should be evil and it should be a war between people because of they believe in different things. But those people, there is Muslim I have met that is very nice. I have met Christian that have been nice to me. I have met Jewish, I think, but it's hard to know. But I suppose I have met some Jewish nice, and maybe other. I have friends from Hare Krishna movement, and they are very nice. So it doesn't matter where you are coming from, what religion or tradition you are coming from. It's depend on you. You are not a group of people. You have your personal God. You have your personal belief. You are one with God if you are true to God. You are one with God. You have nothing. You have not many people around you. You have no one. You are by yourself with God, and He don't see you as a religion. Religion is a group of people that have the same thinking, same belief, have the same book. Books have the same prophets. That is religion. But you can be, and I have told you that I have been by myself my whole life, and I am okay with that, because I know God exists, and God is with me, and those in the positive afterlife is with me, have always been with me, and those now my seventh highest priest is with me, have always been with me. He come with me down to earth to take care of me, and he have done that good work. I have been hurt very much in my body and in my heart, but I am still alive. I am not dead. I live. I really live. So this was the message for today. It's Friday, November 10, 2023. And God bless you.